Test 1, 2, 3.
Test. 1.
Not that loud.
All right.
Talk normal voice.
This is how I talk normally.
Okay. All right, we're on. So you mentioned the dialectic.
Communist media. So you want to talk about the basics of communism and dialectics.
From the point of view of someone who has lived some of it and someone who is not connected officially in any way. And a newcomer to it.
That's you.
Yeah.
Well, I have
And you
decades
have
of like being organizationally involved with Marxists who
Exactly. That's our dichotomy. That's our dialectic.
I was a member of an organization like solidly full time for I think it was 10 years in a row, and this organization was dedicated to the idea of Marxist humanism, the idea of transforming society completely from the ground up and replacing capitalism with a new society that was based on freedom of each individual, and where the freedom of each was the condition for the freedom of all. And that's some dialectical shit that is very controversial and is very most people do not get that.
Why is it controversial?
Because we live under capitalism where the individual is raised up, and the concept of individual freedom under capitalism is that you can do anything you want to anybody. Individualism, and so a lot of modern communists, and even communists in Marx's time, even in while Marx was alive, he had big fights with people who were claiming the mantle of Marxism while Marx was still alive.
Yeah, he said he wasn't a Marxist.
That's right. Well, he was angry at those people for what they were
Espousing was Marxism.
exactly, even while he was still alive.
All right, for our audiences, we've already went through two big words. Number one, dialectic. It's the discussion that there are two contradicting factors in the existence of, say, either a financial system, which is capitalism, or a contradiction, as in you need food, but you keep eating all the food that's there, so you never have food when you need food. So
It's contradiction, it's movement. Dialectics, the way I understand it, as Hegel and Marx and Raya Dunayevskaya, the founder of Marxist humanism, they said dialectics is the movement through contradiction.
yes, that's the discourse.
Through.
Yes, but
That is a radical idea. A lot of people disagree with that.
only because they're saying because to work through it, you have to come out with a final decision at the end of the argument. That's an easy way to disqualify it without actually doing the diligence of doing so. Okay, so that's number one. That was first big word.
All right.
Now the second big word was damn. Okay, well, make that a checkpoint. I will every time you use a big word, I will be interrupting and defining what that big word is. For
What big word?
We just dialectic was the word. We're talking
about dialectics.
We were explaining. Whatever, dude. We already got to past that point.
Apparently, you can't explain dialectics. You have to experience dialectics.
No.
Dialectics is something.
The contradictory nature.
He didn't Hegel did not invent dialectics, he
I
discovered
know
it.
that.
It's the movement of reality.
And he took a piece from the kernel from somewhere else. No, I am saying that my definition of dialectic is to acknowledge that there are two contradicting forces under a given circumstance. That's the oversimplification, and rightfully defined so.
Fine.
Okay? So
All right.
there.
So under capitalism,
So
let's
that's
talk
what,
about.
wait. That is the level of comprehension that I have to introduce for the layman. You know, you take.
Fine. Then let's talk about it concretely. Karl Marx took the science of dialectics from Hegel, and he said that the main contradiction in modern society in his day was between capital and the worker.
Okay.